time I hear you whisper to me that you never would leave me be. I can feel my body echoing for you now.
Do you know what you do to me? It's like a fantasy, I wanna never leave. But isn't it a little funny that you're the one controlling me?
Alright, welcome back. Where did we leave off? I can't even remember. It's been so long. I've been on a, air quote, break. Not really. Okay, so the last one was like December or something, or... Wasn't that, was it? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, December 4th, December 4th... November 30th, December 13th... Yep, December 13th, there we go. Let's replay his line.
Miss, what are you doing here?
There we go.
Aren't you supposed to be in school?
Am I? I furrowed my eyebrows and stared at Damon, asking him to answer their question through my thoughts.
Diana sent her back here.
Diana.
She invaded her school and sent all the students back home.
Sorry, I'm turning the volume up real quick. There we go.
What is that bitch up to? Seriously! Diana's playing around for no reason.
Maybe it's part of her plan.
The boys continued to argue back and forth about Diana, fueling an almost jealous courtesy in me. Courtesy. Damien seemed to be too deep within the talking to notice my thoughts, for he didn't even stop talking alongside his brothers. Why was Diana after them? Why did she want to bring them back? What was so important about the boys that she would travel to the human world to get them? What was going on? I decided enough was enough. I needed answers. Yo! The boys stopped arguing, staring at me in surprise. I held my hands and fists in my lap, mustering the courage to continue to speak despite my abrupt shouting. Why is Danny here? Why does she want to bring you all back? What exactly did you all run from? Why did you run from it?
Miss,
Don't miss me! Please, I need to know what is going on. I won't be left in the dark about this. I want to know what I'm facing. The boys looked at each other hesitantly, unsure of what to reply. Finally, Sam pushed Damien towards the bed, making him buckle and land on his knees with his torso over the edge of the mattress.
Damien, do the thing.
Yeah, Damien, do the thing! The thing! The thing? What thing?
Sam, you're not suggesting.
Why not? She deserves to know everything. Especially if Diana is targeting her.
Sam's right. I guess we have no choice then.
I was getting confused. What was Damien about to do? Damien stood before climbing onto the bed with me, sitting across me on his knees.
We're going to show you everything. You have to trust me, okay? The minute you stop trusting me, the vision will stop.
Vision?
You want to know, right? Trust him.
I looked to Sam, unsure what was going on, but I nodded. If this was the only way to learn, then this was my chance to know. Damien gently placed his hands on each side of my head, gently pressing his thumbs into my skin above my eyebrows. I could only stare at Damien as his eyes began to glow gold. Energy began to be pulled out of me and forced into my head. Within seconds, my vision went black once again. I was unsure of what Damien was doing, but soon shapes and textures slowly began to appear around me. I found myself sitting on a stone floor in the middle of what looked like a fantasy throne room. Where the heck am I? I looked down at myself to stand... Jesus. I looked down at myself to stand only and see my body as translucent as a ghost. Whoa! I jumped up and expected my hands in sudden panic. I was see-through. Why? What was going on?
How dare they try to negotiate with me? Do they not know whom they speak to?
I gasped and ran behind a nearby pillar away from the voice. The sound of his anger and words frightened every bone in my body, turning me into a frightened child.
My lord, please calm yourself.
My lord!
Calm? You're merely testing my resolve. I have more than half of a mind to send my greatest armies to take what should be mine. They are mere insects in the way of my kingdom's expansion.
They merely asked for a marriage joining.
So I'm to bow to them and share my land that I have so rightfully conquered?
I peeked from behind the pillow to see a large demon covered in royal clothes, but buff enough to be a military commander. His rage practically emanated from his body as he growled at his servant.
They are willing to give their land to you, sire. All they ask is for one of your sons to marry their daughter, whom I might add is as beautiful as can be.
Yeah, you got like 5 of them. You can spare a son. Come on.
This is ridiculous. To suggest that I need their approval to take their land is beyond insanity. What makes them think I care about their precious daughter?
Okay, I said in the last one that this sounds like Sam's voice actor. Now it sounds like her dad's voice actor. Huh.
Did I mention that she is a prodigy of her kind, sire?
Hold on a second. What do you look like? Ew. Ew.
A prodigy?
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Succubus is a master of her skills in magic and mind manipulation. She is said to sway armies with a snap of her fingers, despite being as young as she is.
Impossible!
If only it were, sire. This succubus is dangerous, but would be a great asset to have should we agree to this arrangement. The only reason she cannot faze you, my lord, is because you are the strongest demon in the plains.
Is this supposed to change my mind?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes, my lord.
You are doing a terrible job at convincing me.
My apologies, sire.
I was lost. I could tell they were talking about Diana, but why?
Father,
I quickly turned my head to see another demon, who looked like a mere child, staring at the demon commander on the throne. Father.
Ah, Raystrout, have you finished your training?
Raystrout! Raystrout! It's just,
yes, Father.
Then what do you want?
I want to be with my brothers the best of the day, Father.
The demon commander walked to the young demon and gripped his hair, picking him up off the ground and forcing him to look up at his snarl. The young demon, however, looked unfazed.
Huh. Arrogance. Why should I allow you to be with them? I should kill you for your lack of respect to me.
Because I want to be with them, Father.
I could only stare at the young demon as the young demon faced his father. Despite the massive difference between them, the young demon seemed weaker and easy to kill versus the demon commander. Why would this man kill his son, though? Was this commander that ruthless? However, I wasn't expecting him to laugh and release the young demon.
Good! Assertive even in the face of danger. That is why you are my favorite son.
I could only stare wide-eyed at the commander as the commander placed his hand on the demon's shoulder.
Very well. Go. Tomorrow, you will show me your training.
Little demon grinned widely before running off.
I have a thought.
I have a dream!
Yes, my lord.
How old is this daughter?
As old as your fifth, sire.
Matthew's youngest, right?
Do you believe this proposal is worth it?
Yes, sire.
Tell those insects that they are safe for now. I will consider their offer.
Sire, are you certain?
Did I stutter? Now go!
The demon servant Cookie ran off, but as soon as he passed the pillar I was hiding behind, he, along with the commander, vanished into thin air. What had happened? I didn't get the time to try to figure that out before a demon, who looked around my age, walked into the room reading a book. Is that...
Raystrow?
Raystrow!
Your nose is stuck in those books. Will you not lift your head up from them once in a while?
That voice. I circled around the pillar to see a second demon leaning against another pillar and smirking at Ray. I don't like that
Aren't you
name.
supposed to be with your mother practicing the harpsichord?
I am, but I had a feeling that you were in danger.
In danger? What are you...
Attack!
All of a sudden, 3 shadows zipped through the room and slammed into Raystrow, forcing him to fall to the ground and drop his book. As the sight cleared for me, there were 3 other demons in a dog pile with Raystrow at the bottom.
No way! You haven't had a break in months from those stupid books. It's time for punishment!
Yeah!
By brotherhood!
Woo!
No more reading!
Yeah, we're eating!
I told you that you were in danger.
I suddenly knew who these demons were. That's the boys. Even the demon world, their brother connection was astounding. They were merely younger versions of themselves. One of the demons, who I assumed was Matthew, grabbed the book from the floor and opened it, reading it mockingly.
How can you read this, Raystro? It's all about war strategy. It's boring.
I have to, Zakaru. Get off!
There's only one thing you need to know about strategy. Kill them all. Take no prisoners.
You sound just like Father.
I couldn't help but giggle. It was cute to see them acting childish with each other. Eventually, James managed to push his brothers off him and stand brushing himself off.
You all are reckless.
At least we have fun.
It's true. You haven't been with us in weeks. Don't you think it's time for a break?
I'm sure Father won't mind.
Matthew's so cute.
But I have to...
I know you want to, Raestrow.
Shut up, Damien!
Damn it.
What is going on here?
Bum bum bum. Shot my head to the voices of the commander, aged a little, staring at the boys with his arms crossed in arms across his chest. Damien quickly dashed and head behind Sam, peeking over shoulder to see a large commander.
Nothing is going on. We just passed by each other.
Then why does your brother have your book?
I was showing him what I was learning, Father.
Return to your studies, Raestrow.
Raestrow.
Keep you out of my sight. Do not disturb your brother again.
Raestrow. I could only stare at James gently. Blech. I could only stare as James gently took his book and, without looking at his brothers, returned to his reading. The commander walked past the remaining brothers, growling at Sam and Damien before leaving the room. What is up with that?
Don't worry about it. We'll find a way to get him back.
I don't know. He's on a very tight leash.
Ezra, you're quiet. What did you hear?
He's always quiet.
He's going to a negotiation meeting. He's going to arrange a marriage.
A marriage? For who?
But asleep.
It must be for one of us.
Bum, bum, bum.
He hasn't decided who will marry her. It's a girl from a kingdom he wants to take over.
But that's uncharacteristic of him. Usually he'd just attack with the army.
Whatever the case is, one of us is getting married.
Dun, dun, dun.
I hope it isn't me.
Oh, Matthew. Girls are icky.
What about Raestrow? He's the eldest.
It would make sense, but having a succubus marrying one of us means that she'll be practically married to all of us.
Score! Not really.
Well, what
Sixum.
should we do?
Before the conversation could continue, the boys vanished into thin air, fading into different colored mist. They were replaced by an older Damien and Matthew, sitting with each other in the middle of the throne. Oh god, where's my paper? No! I'll deal with...
I really want to.
Pantsless.
I want to as well. Still, it'll be hard to convince Raestrow, since he's the one about to be married, and he's the favorite.
We don't know that, Zakeru. Maybe she's set to marry you.
Da-da-da!
No way! I don't want to get married.
Girls are icky!
I don't think you'll have a problem with that baby face of yours.
Shut up, Sam! Put some pants on, for Christ's sake. I'm gonna put a cup right in front of him. There we go. That amplified everything. Oh my gosh, move that cup. Doesn't help. I looked over to see Sam join the duo, crossing his arms and raising an eyebrow at his brothers.
What are you two talking about?
Those horns, though.
We got into contact with the human world again.
We're breaking the rules.
Come on, Ezra. Give humans too much attention.
No way, you gotta listen. They apparently have stores and books and schools and stuff.
And stuff!
So what? It's full of humans who piss on each other for no reason. They're no better than the devil spawn.
Nuh-uh, the one we were talking to wasn't like that.
How do you know, Zakeru?
Because I do!
Because I'm Matthew.
What is going on here?
Stuff.
They want to go to the human world.
The human world?
Raestrow, think about it. You won't have to marry that girl and be the heir anymore. You could be with us, and we can make lives for ourselves in the new world.
Now you're just talking nonsense.
I vote that we do it.
Eric, coming out of nowhere.
Huh? Oh, not you two.
Think about it. This may be our chance to finally get away from this political nonsense we're stuck in. We may be nobles, but we're still our own beings.
Raestrow is in.
Shut up, Damien.
What? Ezra!
Whoa, so how do we get there?
Are you kidding me? You don't even know how we'd get there.
A simple spell should work, but it would require someone from the human world to help us get there.
And it's her grandfather, isn't
We
it?
can ask him.
Him.
Oh, he'd definitely help us.
I'm not so sure about...
Raestrow, aren't you tired of pleasing Father all of the time?
I am, but...
If you stay, you'll be married off and become ruler of Father's kingdom. You'll have no time for yourself or with us, and you'll be constantly at war with the other realms for power. You'll most likely turn into the spitting image of Father.
What he's saying is, get your head out of your ass and let's go. If you don't say yes, I'll drag your princely ass with us. I don't care what that bastard of a father wants.
Damn, Sam.
Come on, Raistro.
Just his head, the image of his head and his ass with those horns. God, ouch.
All right, let's do this. What's the plan?
The fact that they point forward. Couldn't believe what was happening. I was seeing the history of their lives before my eyes. There were nobles, and James was the heir of the kingdom the commander ruled. Even more so, he was going to be married to Diana. They sacrificed everything to leave and be together. They'd rather be free than remain in their noble roles. Started to feel a little jealous. They were able to leave while I was still expected to be what my father wanted me to be. How they were able to leave was uncertain still. But I knew I would learn in time. I closed my eyes and mentally asked Damien to end the vision. As soon as I asked, the world around me slowly vanished, and I was brought, I cannot talk for some reason, I was brought back to the bedroom where I sat with my head nestled in Damien's hands. My vision began to clear, letting me fully see the boys around me, all with concerned faces.
So, you now know exactly who we are.
Apparently in the demon world, they do not have pants. Diana is the girl you arranged to marry?
Not anymore. Once we left, the arrangement was broken. With no sons to marry off, our dad couldn't go through with the marriage deal.
Owie.
If Diana is here for us, that means she's trying to save her kingdom from being attacked.
That's not true. She wants to rule our kingdom. Having one of us will give her the right to our kingdom, as much as we'd have right over hers.
So she's a gold digger.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with a kingdom like ours, what succubus wouldn't want to marry us for it?
It all made sense. She wanted them so that she could finally take over an opposing kingdom. She knew that, despite her powers, she wouldn't be able to fight against her father. She had to find another way in. That's manipulative. Manipulative. There we go. Sound it out, May! Sound it out! Before I could continue, I felt my head suddenly get heavy and dizzy. I gripped my head, mewling under my breath. What the hell?
I took too much. I'm so sorry.
Rest now. There's no need to do anything more today.
The boy suddenly rushed over and helped me lay back down. My vision was painted in white polka dots. The word polka dots is just a weird word to me, because there's an L in it. I needed sleep badly. Instantly, I closed my eyes and let darkness consume me. After what seemed like hours, I finally woke up, slightly refreshed. My body knew that if I slept any longer, I'd be up all night, which was not part of the plan for the day. I rubbed my eyes and sat up, letting a soft groan escape my lips. In response, something beside my bed shuffled, causing me to look over. I didn't know what I was expecting. Hi! It's gonna be a different way every time. Beside me, sitting in the chair beside the bed, was Sam, rousing himself up to see me awake. Smiled at him, seeing his slightly ruffled hair and tired eyes.
Oh, you're awake. How do you feel?
More rested than you right now. Sam nodded before he looked down at the bed, leaning over to stare at the blanket.
I'm such an idiot. If I was stronger, you wouldn't be like this.
Sam, it's not your fault.
No, it's my fault. It's our fault. Look at you. You're in bed again. After us using our powers again. And you're a target again because of us.
Okay.
You never should have come.
It's okay. Just take a breath, Sam. Just take a breath. I quickly reached over and put my finger on his lips, stopping him from going any further. Didn't want to hear anymore. Sam, it's fine. I wanted to help you out. I offered to let you stay. Nothing is your fault. I gently moved my hand to cup Sam's cheek, staring at him with concern. I didn't want him to hold guilt in his mind about this whole ordeal. Diana was desperate, and she'd hunt anyone for them. It wasn't his fault she was desperate enough to hunt them down. Sam looked at me, defeated by my hand, yeah, before he closed his eyes and let out a sigh. However, I grew curious. So, Sam, you're a noble? Sam opened his eyes to look at me. He didn't seem angry, but he had a coldness in his voice as he spoke.
I was a noble. I'm not a noble anymore.
Not anymore.
I was the third son of the Demon Lord. My brothers and I lived together in the castle as nobility. But since James was the oldest, James became royalty and was heir to the throne. The whole situation became one gigantic, boring mess. So we all grouped together and left to come here. Once that happened, we surely lost the chance to ever get forgiveness.
What was it like where you were?
Like I
where you
said,
were,
one gigantic, boring mess.
Whatever.
Eric, Matthew, and I were as replacements in case James fucked up.
What about Damien?
Since Eric was before me and since my dad was a dickbag, I wasn't ever likely to get the throne. So I spent my days lazying about and not giving two shits about anything. Not even my mom could control me.
You rebel. Your mom.
Yeah, she's not like my asshole of a dad. She was actually caring and kind, but was a pushover.
Sim let out a small laugh. I could tell he was getting nostalgic.
She always thought I could be more than I was. But my dad definitely made sure I knew my place. In response, I became the rebel son, hanging out with the commoner demons and such just to piss my dad off. I swear, I'm surprised he didn't kill me out of shame.
That's horrible. Sam stared at me as if I had slapped him. He then sighed and ruffled my hair a bit.
Don't even worry about it. You need rest. You don't need to know about the demon world.
But I want to know more about you. Sam stared at me once again, as if I had slapped him. Stop mentally slapping the boy! I couldn't tell whether I was pissing him off or intriguing him. Ugh. He let his hand that was ruffling my hair fall down. The strands of my hair stopping at my cheek to cradle it. For a strong man, Sam knew how to be soft. Sam let out a sigh before unlinking like a dog. What? Oh, wow, why am I getting so confused? Sam let out a sigh before unlinking his dog tag from his neck and putting it around mine.
I'm warning you, my past is boring.
What are you doing? Sam wrapped his fingers gingerly around the dog tag, and I watched his green mist begin to surround his hand and the dog tag. The green aura wrapped around a necklace until it snaked around my head. And before I knew it, I was surrounded by a green light. Woo! Flashbacks! When the light had subsided... Actually, not. No. I'm gonna end it here. Save this for another episode. See you later.